Damn, bro's got a McLaren. Yo, what do you do for a living to afford such a beautiful car?
I'm a plumber, bro.
Damn, and you could have such a car at being a plumber?
I've been a plumber for 15 years, bro.
ESPN posted this a while back as a joke, but yes, you can drive a McLaren as a plumber. Let's talk about how. The car Tyreek Hill was driving is a 720S, which runs for about 350 grand. According to some people, the most you'd ever want your car or your cars to be worth would be 50% of your salary. So you would need at least $700,000 a year to afford that McLaren. Obviously, an hourly wage for a plumber will not do the job, so you will need to own a company. Just doing a quick Google search says that a good margin for a plumbing company is about 20%. I can tell you in my experience, that sounds all right. Doing some grenade mathematics, that means that you would need $3.5 million in contracts to net the right kind of profit that you would need. Again, with a quick Google search and just asking some friends that I have in the plumbing business, a reasonable expectation per tech or per plumber in the field would be $200,000 to $300,000 in revenue. If you want higher contract values or higher profit margins, then you need to get specialized. You need to be doing gas work, med gas work, process pipe, etc. It may be hard to believe, but $3.5 million is the revenue of a relatively small plumbing business. To get that kind of revenue, you either need to build a business, which doesn't happen very quickly, or you need to buy one. In order to buy an existing business with that kind of revenue, you're going to need a few $1,000,000. So here are your options. First, no matter what, you're going to need a plumbing license. Second, you're going to need the down payment required to secure an SBA loan. Or a quicker solution would be to negotiate a buyout plan from a business owner. But also negotiate a seller financing deal where they, the business owner, finance a portion of the purchase price for that loan, and then they get repaid that money and then some over a few years while you take ownership of the business. And you or somebody who's part of the deal will have to have a plumbing license in order to do this. Now, this is an oversimplified example, but think of it this way. If people have to take up a construction job in order to afford their student loans, which cost hundreds of thousands of dollars at a 6 or a 10 or even at a higher interest rate, then they can do it for a car or a business. And please, I am not saying that this is a responsible way to run your personal finances or your business. I am simply saying that it is possible and not at all far-fetched for someone to turn their career as a plumber into something that can afford a McLaren. It is possible. It will require a lot of hard work, but the possibility is real. I myself personally know several guys in construction that have 6-figure car collections or even higher, and you could be one of those people if you want it bad enough.